Hi, Ivan. My name is Gonzalo Adaro.
Mhm,
I come from Chile in Latin America.
mhm.
I'm in Germany since 2019, so it's a couple of years here. I live in Hamburg with my family. I have a wife and a couple of kids, and I work here for a shipping company. And now I'm basically without a limit date here in Germany. So I decided to learn the language for good.
And can you tell me now what was the challenge you were experiencing before working with us, and what actually made the decision to start working with me and actually with Lightspeed German Learning team?
Well, in 2014, I did the A1 course in the Goethe Institute in Chile.
Mhm,
Not because I was coming to Germany, because my kids were in the Deutsche Schule. So I wanted to help them with the school and everything. Uh, but yeah, then I came to Germany, and of course that base was good, but not good enough. You know,
mhm,
when you live in Germany, you encounter many people who doesn't speak English.
mhm,
For example, I started having issues in the school because my kids are in the public school. So some teachers they don't speak English. I had also issues with the doctors, because not with the doctors because they speak English, but all the secretaries, for example, they basically they don't speak English. So it's quite difficult to communicate with them. Also in the neighborhood, I have all neighbors that they don't speak English, so it was also very difficult and frustrating. At the end, you get frustrated because I was the alien here. So basically, I need to speak the language, not they speak English. When I went to the supermarket, for example, I was a little bit confident with my A1 that I can at least buy some stuff. But when I get into the to pay, and I realized that when the guy answers or asks me something, I couldn't understand, and then immediately I tried to change to English, but they basically don't speak English. So uh, when you are living here, I accepted that uh, talking in German it's a need and it's a must.
exactly. I mean, this what you just described, like you're not the only one. Like many people, they feel the same, especially who plan actually to stay a little bit longer, not just for a couple of months, but actually years, like 5, 3, 4, 6 years. This is pretty much a really big challenge that pretty much everyone experience. Like same, like for example, for you it's hard to speak in German. Like before we even start working together, also for Germans it's hard to speak English, and then both like a few like you and another person, like both of you are stuck, and then of course then this comes like some unpleasant situation, like when you try to explain something, he want to help you, he can't. And yeah, I mean,
Uh,
this is something that is big challenge for everyone, of course. And can you tell me now, how did working with me and actually also with my team, with coach Mira and of course Sabine, positively impact you?
of course. Well, then when I started working in the company here, of course I received some courses,
Mhm.
but that was pretty slow, uh, very limited, uh, full of grammatic, non-clear explanations, just no practice at all, just a couple of hours in the week, and that for sure it's not enough. So I realized that I needed a different approach, and in the social networks I tried to find an option. and I get into the Ivan business. And yeah, at the beginning I was a little bit acceptic. I said, how in 12 weeks I can start speaking and understanding, because understanding is also very
Challenge.
important. It's not just speaking. Um, so I did the try, and I started. I'm now in the week number 11. Um, and of course I can see the progress, and it's a tangible progress, you know. uh, Today, for example, I called to a physiotherapy business here in the neighborhood, because I need some physiotherapy sessions for my daughter. And I did a call in German, and I could understand everything that the lady told me, and she could understand me as well. So yeah, with that, I'm very proud of myself, and that gives me confidence also to continue talking with people and continue calling. Before, I was afraid to call, always asking some friends who speaks German to call on my behalf. Now I can say that is not needed anymore, and I can do it myself, and it's very, very pleasant to do it.
That's really nice. And did Mira help you with that? Because with Mira, you had a lots of calls. Actually,
Absolutely,
both of
absolutely.
you like pretty much practice making a phone call, making appointment. That was also part of the training.
Yeah,
But yeah, I mean,
yeah,
this what you just described also like for everyone, like for even the people who ever even finish like B1, even B2, for them is a really big challenge to make a phone call because you don't see a person, you don't see his face expressions, his movements, so that you can actually at least guess what he's saying. And especially if you talk in some certain dialect like Bayerisch, then of course it's even harder to understand. But yeah, confidence is something which is extremely, extremely important. Not just, I mean, also when you're at work, when you work with your colleagues, when you work with a client, you need to show a certain confidence because the confidence is a sign that you know something. And also fear is an indicator that you don't know something, which the fear is gone, which means for you is already now able like to talk, to communicate. And what I'm telling all the time daily, that also in our cause, that you don't need such a huge amount of the words. You just need a certain one which help you for your communication, your day-to-day life, your daily activities, when you talk with people, when you talk with us, and whatever you will need. Because many people think now, hey, I have to study now for years to learn all those words. But even now, for example, we talk with Sabine and we talk with Mira, they're native speakers, and for you now, pretty much is now you're able to understand, and everything, of course, is easier, even
yeah,
with
exactly.
such a high amount of the words. Because when many people see now, okay, how is possible to reach any kind of fluency in 12 weeks? Well, yeah, I mean, if you learn exactly what you need, of course you'll be able to talk. I mean, to reach some high level like native speaker, this is something that Germans, they study for a whole life, like they're there like learning whole life, and this is really big difference. I mean, level fluency is something where you're really able to talk, express yourself, like we talk now, for example. This is some
Yeah,
kind of conversation that you will be able to handle. And of course, during your whole life, you will learn something more when you make a progress in your life. For example, tomorrow you'll move to some new position. Even if you're now with English, you for sure will learn something new, some new skills, maybe some new words, some new expression. It is also, of course, with any other language, of course. And
absolutely. Yeah.
can you tell me now, how did the program pretty much help you to learn and everything? I mean, we had different training, like conversational level. When it comes to conversation, we also have training when it comes to making a phone call, even other things. So pretty much how now, if you compare now that you had before, like in Goethe, and if you compare now with our program, what is for you like the big difference that you can say now, okay, this is something that was missing before and now I have it here?
Yeah, I would say the basic or the ground difference, it's the practice. With your program, Ivan, I'm practicing every single day. I'm sending WhatsApp messages about my life or whatever I want to speak. I also have the calls on a weekly basis with Mira to simulate, again, my life, because I call because my neighbor has an accident and I need an ambulance, or because I need a swimming pool classes for my kids, or I need an appointment for the doctor. So you are practicing the real life scenarios with the teacher. So you start understanding what the teacher is saying, and you also communicate. And the group classes, which is 3 times a week, it's also important because you are listening different people from different countries speaking German. Not all of them, of course, have a good pronunciation. So, but that's also part of the life. No, you need to try to train your ear to understand different accents and different origins of who is speaking. So yeah, the practicality, it's key that I didn't have in the course here in Germany, nor in Chile.
God, I really like how you described it like a real life situation, because this is exactly where I really try to push you all guys like into real life, like something that you will have, like being present with people from different countries, because pretty much in Germany you have different nations, not just Germans, especially for you guys who work in some specific positions where you have colleagues who are not only German, but also people from other countries. And then of course, maybe with them you'll speak in German. This is of course really good to understand their own accent, to understand their own vocabulary, and also to understand German. So this is exactly what we did, is actually make that a real life experience with a language, because pretty much in life, I mean, whatever you want to learn, if you want to learn to ride a bike, you have to sit and you just have to do it. You just cannot go study and all that. You have to do it. Whatever you want to do, you need to take action on it. I mean, if you want to become really good in writing in German, like to have really good writing skills, you just have to sit and write. If you want to learn how to talk, you have to sit and talk. And this is pretty much what is really required to get some higher level, and of course to practice and to reach some higher level where you can pretty much talk with people and be able to express yourself. And would also like to ask you now, were there any results that you're like you haven't expected, like something that really surprised you? I mean, so far, like when we started, like you already saw, okay, it will be different from anything else. What will be the one thing that actually surprised you now? Okay, this is something that I didn't expect at all, because pretty much in our first call, I explained, okay, how it will be. I maybe show you the program. We had a small test, and pretty much I give you guidance. And then after now, now you're now in week 11, right?
Week 11, yeah.
Week 11, yes. Next week will be week 12. So what was for you now the main thing that it surprised you now, maybe is a result or something part of the program or anything that actually we did together?
I would say, yeah, the ability to translate all the grammatic, the dative, the accusative, nominative, etc., in real words, and it's like losing the fear of the grammatic and just using. It's the same with English. I mean, you can start respecting all single grammatic rules for the English, but at least for my case, when you start talking and you start practicing and you start just how we say in Chile, like throwing into the pool, swimming in the pool, then you really start to getting the things and obtaining results. But in German, in English, it's more easier because in Latin America we are used to listening music in English, but German, nothing, nothing at all. So that that's why when I get here and talking with Germans in German, I felt fear, you know. So now with the tools that the program gave me, I'm losing that fear, because the confident, and when you make a call and you understand and you can explain what you really need, then that gives you strength to continue and to continue progressing. So yeah, I'm surprised about the results in 11 weeks, which is quite
Nice.
short. Yeah.
And we are not done yet. We're not done yet. We're
Yeah,
still gonna work together. Perfect. And what do you tell someone who is considering investing in working with me? So what will be what you will tell that person who is now standing in front of me and he need to make a decision? Okay, should I start working with Ivan or not?
Yeah, well, the answer is clear. You should go. You should go, try. The results will be there. I saw people when I was in the week 6 or 7. I saw people in week 1. They didn't understand a word that the teacher was saying, and now they are in week 5 or 6, and I see how they are getting the things and how they are talking. The pronunciation is better. They can talk now. So yeah, it's not only me. I also see the progress in my classmates.
Perfect. Nice. Really nice. Well, yeah, this is something that I really like to do pretty much. Even when you started, you sign up new people coming, right? They're like in the same group as you. And this is something that I really like to do, because to put, for example, people who are now at level of A1, A2, and even B1, to put them together, because it's really good. So you can also observe some mistake that you actually are making. So there are some people, for example, with a B1 level, and they're still making grammar mistakes from something which is learned in A1. And this is, again, good to refresh your knowledge and actually to see and to observe. And also it's good from other people. They will actually try to be better than you. For example, you remember AJ, when he started, for him was so hard. And look now, how he's now already like went in such a high level in such a short time. And this is something like a motivation for you to go forward, because you can really compare yourself, you can see your progress. And this is something that, of course, help people actually we put them in the fire. We put them in the fire in real life.
Yeah, exactly.
Because this is life. Like when you came first time to Germany, it wasn't easy for sure. Like someone just put you there in fire, like new situation, new people, new environment and everything. And this is something that you need to learn. And because this is how you build your confidence, by doing something which is not pleasant, which is not something that you can do it in day-to-day life. And this is something, of course, we try to do more and more. So, of course, easier and faster, of course, you can learn. Once you overcome that part where you don't feel confident, because with confidence, motivation comes and everything follow each other. And then, of course, you're motivated to learn, easier to remember, and, of course, easier to follow, of course.
Yeah.
Perfect. Cool. Anyway, Gonzalo, thank you for the time. It was really, really pleasant to talk to you. And, of course, see you in like 1.5 hours in the class.